A lot of characters in the book, a lot of them very interesting characters, a lot of quirks, larger than life and so on, but almost no women characters. Is this a story of tech in general, particularly more in the SoftBank context? How do you explain the absence of women?
So if this was a work of contemporary fiction, that would be a very real criticism because, it would be nice to have portrayed some strong women. Now, there are references to, my good friend Ruth Porat, who I really admire. Obviously, my wife will also admire. But the reality is that in the world of finance and in the world of technology, there aren't enough women. And I make a couple of comments which are heartfelt, and I really, really mean this. And I make the comment in the context of Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Mm-hmm. These big male egos, testosterone. I mean, come on, the guy's tweeting about dick measuring contest. That is just juvenile behavior. Yeah. And I think that
your role model.
So I think women in senior roles in the world of finance, I think this is not just lip service. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not like a DEI thing. I'm a huge believer in meritocracy, but I think if you had more women in senior management roles, in risk management roles, people would make better decisions. And I think that's equally true in the world of technology. People would make better decisions. They would be measured, and egos are less likely to get in the way.
What was the inside view of SoftBank on this topic? Was there a concerted effort that we have to find strong women entrepreneurs?
Absolutely. So, so there was a real focus on finding senior employees at all levels. So one thing I will say unequivocally, it's true of SoftBank, and it's true of Warburg Pincus, and it's true for most VC firms, other people in the Valley, not just VCs, companies, is in a tie, a woman usually wins. In other words, there's a real awareness that we need to have more senior women. And the world that I portray is I think it'll look very different 5 to 10 years down the road, because I think there are enough women coming up through the ranks, and there's a lot of sympathy and understanding that there needs to be consideration of issues like childbearing, etc. People accommodate that, so the world will be very different. I don't believe that when we were there, investing is a different game, and I think to me it's all about finding the right entrepreneur. No discrimination. SoftBank did have a DEI type fund, a small fund. So there was an effort to do that, to be clear, but to the best of my knowledge, at the vision fund level, etc., from Sonsan's perspective, it's the right businesses, the right entrepreneurs, male, female, he didn't care.
At SparX, we aim to bring to you stories of exponential impact. We share in-depth analysis of what goes behind success stories. If you find our conversations interesting, you can join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. You can also listen to SparX on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or any other audio platform of your choice. If you have any suggestions on who we should invite or what topics we need to cover, just let us know in the comments. We are always listening, looking for ways to improve, and keep getting better as we go along.